Gene Hackman's mansion hid a chilling secret, one that even the FBI wasn't prepared for. When authorities finally stepped inside, they were met with a scene so bizarre it left seasoned investigators speechless. But as more details emerged, the story took a disturbing turn. What really happened inside Gene Hackman's isolated New Mexico home? And could this case be far darker than anyone imagined? Two maintenance workers arrived at Hackman's secluded estate, expecting just another day on the job. But the moment they stepped onto the property, something felt off. The front door was ajar. A quiet, uneasy stillness filled the air. Then they saw them, the bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, motionless, lifeless, and by the look of things, they had been that way for a long time. Authorities rushed to the scene. At first it seemed straightforward. No forced entry, no obvious signs of struggle. But then the real questions started piling up. In the living room, Hackman's cane and sunglasses lay abandoned near the back door, as if he had been on his way out. Across the house, Betsy was found in the bathroom, collapsed beside a countertop littered with scattered pills. A single space heater lay overturned nearby. And in another chilling detail, one of their dogs had perished in its crate. Yet two other dogs were still alive and roaming the property. Something wasn't right. At first, investigators suspected carbon monoxide poisoning. It made sense. Silent, undetectable, and a common cause of unexpected deaths. But when specialists tested the air, they found nothing. No leaks, no deadly fumes. That theory was dead. So, what else could explain it? There were no injuries on the bodies, no blood, no clear signs of violence, and yet detectives refused to rule anything out. Why was the door left open? Did someone enter or leave the home that night? And if this was natural causes, how did both of them die at nearly the same time? Authorities estimated they had been deceased for weeks before being found. Their bodies showed signs of extreme dehydration, as if they had been trapped in sweltering heat for days. But in a fully equipped home, with running water, even experienced investigators were baffled. One forensic expert put it bluntly, "I've seen thousands of death cases, but something about this one doesn't add up." So what could have really happened? As speculation spread, Hackman's daughter Elizabeth came forward. She insisted her father had been in great shape for his age. No major health issues, no signs of struggle. And yet, she suggested one possible explanation. Could it have been carbon monoxide? Maybe something in the air, she wondered. But that theory was already ruled out. So what did that leave? The whispers began. Some suggested an overdose. Others suspected a tragic health crisis, one falling first, the other unable to cope. But then, an even darker theory emerged. Investigators looked at every possibility. Could it have been foul play? There were no clear signs of a break-in, but the open door raised a disturbing question. What if someone was in the house that night? No fingerprints, no security footage. But one chilling thought remained. If someone wanted this to look like an accident, wouldn't they make sure to leave no trace? The FBI refused to comment on any active suspects. But behind closed doors, detectives were considering every possibility. The case was far from closed. Beyond the mystery, one truth remained. John Hackman was a legend. From the French Connection to Superman, he dominated Hollywood for decades. A two-time Oscar winner. A man who could slip between action, drama, and comedy with effortless skill. And yet, in his final years, he withdrew from the world. Retired, hidden away in New Mexico. Was he simply seeking peace? Or was there more to his isolation than we ever knew? So, what really happened inside Gene Hackman's home? If it was natural causes, why were their bodies left for so long? If it was an overdose, why were they in separate rooms? If it was something more sinister, would we ever know? One thing is certain, until more evidence surfaces, this case remains a haunting mystery. But what do you think? Could this have been a simple tragedy, or was something far darker at play? Drop your theories in the comments below, and if you want more deep dives into Hollywood's most chilling stories, make sure to like and subscribe. Because the truth, it's never as simple as it seems.